I'm Joe Kurtenbach with Guns and Ammo, and I'm joined by John Snodgrass with Leupold. And John, we're looking at a cool new product from Leupold, and it's really an evolution of a proven line. We have the Patrol 6 HD, and it really stems from that VX 6 HD. Can you tell me how we got from one to the other?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, it is an evolution from the VX6 HD, which is, kind of our proven dangerous game scope.
Yes.
So dangerous game in the field to dangerous game on the streets. We had some agencies that were looking for a rifle scope for their patrol rifles. We worked with them. We took their input and came up with the Patrol 6 HD.
Yeah, so I see that we have, two options here, two different models. So why don't we run through kind of some of the common features, and then we'll kind of look at what might be different between these two.
So both scopes, they feature a 30 millimeter main tube. So you got a good robust main tube with a generous amount of travel. They both have illuminated reticles, our standard push button illumination with 8 brightness settings.
Okay.
It's got our motion sensor technology, so that'll shut the illumination off after 5 minutes of inactivity, and then comes right back on with any movement or vibration. So it saves the battery.
Yeah, extends the battery life, which
Exactly.
is important, especially in a duty rifle.
Exactly. Fast focus eyepieces, both something that's pretty cool. They both feature what we call our integrated power selector throw lever.
Yeah.
So that little lever gives you a little bit more leverage, a little bit faster turn when you need to go from your 1 power to your 6 power. They are a true 1 power, very fast scope in close quarters. The 6 times magnification gives you, what you need for an accurate shot at distance, or positive ID of a target or a threat.
Well, and that's where we're really getting into the value of a scope like this, whether it's the VX6 HD or the Patrol 6 HD. With the low power variable optics, these 1 to 6s, with a true 1 power and an illuminated reticle, you can use it like a reflex sight. But if the shot distance increases or you need identification, you can crank the power up and you can make those longer shots. And I really do think, especially, it's a great fit for these patrol style optics, because that 6 power is really where you want to be to match your cartridge's capability. Of course, in a hunting situation, some people like to go with a lot more glass, and Leupold offers that too.
Exactly.
But I really do think for a compact package, and that's something to note too, it's a pretty lightweight scope and very compact.
It is. So they weigh less than 16 ounces, right around 16 ounces, less than 11 inches long. So it is compact, it's lightweight, but extremely durable.
And despite being compact and lightweight, we still kind of maintain that optical quality that we've come to trust in the VX6 line.
Absolutely. Very good low light performance, which again is important in those situations. Very flat field of view, so you can use the entire field of view all the way out to the edges. Extremely crisp, great resolution. Just all around, it is our top tier optical system.
So one of the first things I'm seeing when I look at the two different models on the table is one has cap turrets, both windage and elevation. And when I think about that, I go back to what Tom Beckstrand, our rifle and optics editor, wrote about this scope, and that is that duty use can be a contact sport. So to me, it makes a lot of sense to have capped windage and elevation turrets so that nothing gets bumped. So why don't we talk about this one? What kind of reticle do we have in this model?
So this is kind of our simpler model. It's got our fire dot duplex, so just a real bold duplex reticle. But the fire dot is an illuminated dot in the center that's daylight bright. Again, there's 8 brightness settings to match the environmental conditions.
Right, it's very simple. It's gonna be pretty much plug and play. You stick this thing on, you set it up, you're ready to go. This one, we've got the exposed elevation turret, and it's a CDS dial. So why don't you walk me through that real quick?
So this is our CDS ZL2. CDS stands for custom dial system. So when you buy the scope, you get 1 free custom dial. You send us your information of what bullet you're using, muzzle velocity, and environmental conditions. We'll build you a dial that matches the drop of your bullet in 50-yard increments. The ZL stands for zero lock, so the dial locks at 0. Again, you're not gonna bump it, or if you bump it, it's not gonna move on you.
Yes.
Push the button to release it, then you have 2 full turns of travel for elevation adjustment. So that's gonna get you out quite a ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
This model also has our CMR2 reticle. So it is a BDC reticle. It's got a 7 MOA horseshoe, and then down below that is a BDC reticle that'll give you drops out to about 900 yards. They have a level feature built into the reticle, so as you're mounting the scope, or if you're really canted, but mounting the scope in the low power, it will blink until you get the scope set perfectly level. And when it stops blinking, tighten down your rings, you're good to go. You can turn that feature on or off, so if you don't want it after you've got the scope mounted, you can shut it off.
Seems like a great evolution of a proven line already. Again, it's the Patrol 6 HD. And if people want to find out more about these scopes, where should they go?
Leupold.com.
Thanks so much, John.
Thank you.